Alright guys, today we are going to do something a little bit different. We are going to do a direct comparison between Legends in 2022 versus 2025. Now I do have gameplay because the game first released in 2022 at the end of June. It was actually, I believe it was delayed from May, and then it came out in June. I have gameplay from when it first came out. I have some gameplay from shortly after it released, a couple months, a few months, and then so some patches and updates would have happened, and then obviously current gameplay. And the game has changed quite a bit from the beginning with the countless patches to improve things or add things and whatnot. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do some side-by-side comparison and just show you some very early gameplay so you can get an idea of where the game was and where the game is now. So let's just jump into this and check it out. First up, we have the 2022 gameplay from July 5, okay? July 5, shortly after the game first came out. I believe it released on June 28. So I don't even know with this gameplay because it's from a long time ago. I didn't just get it today. I didn't go back in time and record 2022 gameplay. I don't even know if there had been a patch to address the slipping and sliding around. I know that was a concern for players right away, or the weird bouncing and stuff. I don't really know. I don't think there was. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know, but this would basically be vanilla gameplay from the very beginning, the way it was in the very beginning. And we are at the 2022 Spring Creek. Now, this track, the direct comparison is coming up here in a second, but the direct comparison would be from this exact same track. I promise you it is 2022. It doesn't look the same. It definitely is Spring Creek, but there are changes. And the reason is because Rainbow Studios was going back and improving these replicas. They were making changes to make it more realistic to the way it was in real life, or they adjusted the lighting, or the details had gotten better. Whatever it might be, it is the same track even if it doesn't appear to be. It still would be the 2022 Spring Creek, this exact track we have right here. And I wanted to show you this before we get to the side-by-side direct comparison. Now we move on to the side-by-side direct comparison. We have 2022 Legends on the left and 2025 Legends on the right. This will be this way for every direct comparison we have in the video. Now, it is obvious to me that this game has improved, and when you put it side by side, the track is quite a bit different. They've improved the layout, the lighting, the details, just the environment stuff. The track looks much better, but the main thing, the bike and rider. So the physics have improved quite a bit in my opinion. The ground physics are much better, not as slippery. You have more control over it. In the air, the physics feel better. The clutch boost has been adjusted multiple times. The transmission has been adjusted multiple times. And the animations really are quite a bit better. The rider was really stiff and didn't have too many animations in the beginning. And now, much better. Much, much better. Yes, it still could be improved. It could still have improvement to it. But overall, they have done quite a good job at doing small changes, small improvements that when you go back and look at it, really add up to big changes. Now, I do want to show you some first-person gameplay because I do love the first-person camera in Legends, but it was kind of hard to do the direct comparison. You will see it coming up here, after this gameplay, but it was kind of difficult because the screen is only so big. And when you do the side-by-side comparison, it kind of cuts off a bunch of it. But I want to show you the original. This will be 2022 gameplay from the same track, 2022 Spring Creek. And this gameplay, it definitely has improved. I mean, you'll see right away that the lighting, the track, the environment, the details, all that is definitely better in 2025, just like it was with the third person. But I don't think it improved as much as the third person. In my opinion, third person is what had the most noticeable changes. So, but I do want to show you. I believe there are some, but not as many. Getting to the direct comparison, you can see that there are some improvements. Mostly where I notice it is to the track and to the environment and the details there. We already said it, but Definitely, I feel like they probably have improved it. And the way I have my field of view set, the way I have the camera set, isn't exactly the same as how I had it in 2022. So that might be a bit different. Maybe they improved the hands on the handlebars. I mean, they were better. You know, MX versus ATV All Out had a big problem with it, but Legends never had as big of a problem. And then I do believe they added in the tear-off animation a bit later. So yeah, first person has improved as well, but it didn't need to do as much because MX versus ATV Legends, in my opinion, has always had, you know, really good first person camera. But I just wanted to show you, if you were curious, this is the direct comparison for Legends in 2022 versus 2025 in first person. Here we have Legends in 2022 still, but 2 months after release. This would be from August 31st, 2022. We are at Bighorn here, and we know that there had been, you know, at least one patch, maybe a couple, to improve the game. We know that the slipperiness had been addressed somewhat. I mean, they keep addressing it for a while, but they did one pretty quick patch to fix it, to improve it, make it better. Some of the bike sounds have been changed a bit. They're a little bit deeper sounding. The bike sounds are completely different now. They're more like they were from MX vs. ATV Alive or Supercross Encore. But the bike sounds have been adjusted, and the bouncing, you know, when you would case or whatever, I believe they tried to improve that and fix that as well. So there had been some patches, and I wanted to show you this gameplay from Bighorn here that I had saved for whatever reason. I wish I had more of a progression from 2022 to 2025. Like, I wish I would have saved gameplay from every major physics type of update so we could go back and do it that way, but this is the best that I have because I can't save all that footage, and it would have been a headache, and I never even thought about doing this video until right now. So Legends from 2022 still, but 2 months after it released. We have Legends 2022 on the left, and then Legends 2025 on the right. Same track. Now, this track, same bike. I mean, it's the new version, just like the Kawasaki was the same bike, but the newer version, and the same track. Now, Bighorn, I feel like the lighting is maybe a bit different, but this track hasn't changed or been, you know, I wouldn't say improved, but updated as much as 2022 Spring Creek. So the track itself is pretty much the same time of day, all that stuff, but the gameplay, the physics, the animations, again, just like the very beginning, it is much better. Much, much better. Maybe the ground physics are a little bit closer to the way they were, or the way they are now, because of the improvements they had made already, but the animations, again, it's little things they added or they brought in that was completely new or redid or adjusted. Small changes to the rider animations that when you go back and look after 3 years of doing it, it all really adds up to quite a bit. And again, yes, the rider is still at times a bit stiff, but so much better than it was in 2022. There are improvements they could make, but they've been doing it, and you can see it here. I mean, just the arms are in a better position. The way the rider sticks the leg out is much better. So, yeah, even 2 months after release, the 2025 Legends is, in my opinion, is much better than 2022. And at the very end here, I do want to show you MX versus ATV Legends from the console, PlayStation 4. Now, I don't know if this would be gameplay, you know, from the very, very beginning, or if Rainbow Studios was able to, you know, put out the first patch to improve it. That I don't know. But I do know that would be the most they did. And I never came back to the game. I never even made a video. I was going to do a video about the console version, but I never did. But I had the gameplay saved. And I would be very curious to know if you play MX versus ATV Legends on last gen, whether it would be Xbox or PlayStation, is the game better than what it is here in this video? Is it better than what I have to show you? Has it improved? I am pretty sure, is Rainbow Studios, are they still, because I know sometimes they cut support for last gen consoles. The game is there, but they cut support. Rainbow Studios, are they still updating the game on last gen? That I don't know. I don't know if they are or not, but you got to give them a bit of a pass. I don't believe, they have a stable frame rate at least, but the game wasn't great and isn't probably great on last gen. But it's tough. You can tell the game was made for PC and for current gen Xbox, PlayStation, and then to have to make the last gen version, they didn't have to. They could have just skipped it completely, but they decided to do it. And it's okay, but it definitely is not on the same level as PC or current gen. So if you do play the game, again, if you do play the game on last gen and you've had the patches to improve it and all that stuff, is it better? Was it able to improve and feel like it got a lot better, just like it did, in my opinion, for PC and probably for current gen consoles, or did it just kind of stay the same? I'm really curious to see, because again, I haven't updated this game. I don't even have it installed on my console. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to see. I don't have any side-by-side comparison for that reason, because I haven't been updating it or anything. So I just wanted to show you, this is last gen gameplay at the very beginning in 2022 from Legends, and while it wasn't in a great place, I just don't know how much better it gets, right? Just the console gameplay, because I wanted you to see it and then get your guys' feedback on it if you still play it on last gen. So there you go, Legends in 2022, pretty much from the very beginning. Again, July 5, I believe, is the gameplay when I had that gameplay recorded, and then we have the August 31st gameplay after a couple patches had been out, and then we have current. I know I wish I could have had a little bit more variety from seeing the progression of the game get better, but in my opinion, it was enough to show that the game has improved. Yes, I have improved as well, so maybe I can make the game look a little bit better, more fun, but a lot of it comes down to the work, the dedication Rainbow Studios has had to MX vs. ATV Legends. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Where do you feel like Rainbow Studios has improved Legends the most? Do you feel like it is huge improvements? Do you feel like it still needs a long ways to go to be in a good place? Or are you happy with where it's at? In my opinion, it's in a pretty good spot. It always could be improved. If they do a new MX vs. ATV game, there is definitely things I would like to see, but that's for a completely different video, because there's a bunch I would have to say about it. So you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.